make it enough.
Hold the line!
Stay with me, boy. Please. We finish this. Together.
In the vastness of the galaxy where stars do gleam rides a ship called the Cat's Whisker, Captain's Dream. He's a black and white feline with a twinkle in his eye, known as the furry bastard under the starlit sky. The furry bastard, he's a legend so grand, with a paw full of mischief and a masterful plan. He prowls through the cosmos with a wink and a snare, pranking Kirk and his crew without a single care. From the bridge of his vessel, he surveys the scene with a flick of his tail. He's a playful machine. He teases the Klingons with a clever little jest, leaving Spock in confusion. Oh, he's truly the best. The furry bastard, he's a legend so grand, with a paw full of mischief and a masterful plan. He prowls through the cosmos with a wink and a snare, breaking Kirk and his crew without a single care. He dances among stars with a purr and a leap, causing chaos and laughter, a silence they keep. To the Romulan shadows he brings light with his charm. In the universe chaos, he's the calm in the storm. Enemies and allies, they all know his name, for the furry bastard is a player in this game. With a sly little grin will make Vulcan smile. His antics and tricks, they stretch like years in style. The furry bastard, he's a legend so grand, with a paw full of mischief and a masterful plan. He prowls through the cosmos with a wink and a snare, pranking Kirk and his crew without a single care. So raise a toast to the captain of the Cat's Whisker, the universe's jester. No one could be brisker, for the furry bastard with his bold feline flair is the king of the stars and pranks beyond compare. Furry bastard, he's a legend so grand, with a paw full of mischief and a masterful plan. He prowls through the cosmos with a wink and a snare, pranking Kirk and his crew without a single care. Whoa, whoa. He stepped in the ring, thought he had the crown, promised us a change, but he's let us down. With a smile on his face, he's a master of lies, but all we get is silence as the hope slowly dies. Whoa! Tyr Alexander is a wanker, worse for us than the Black Death's fever. Whoa! Tyr Alexander is a wanker, a disaster in a three-piece blazer. Talk of unity, but we're tearing apart. He's juggling our future with no sense or heart. Like the Lothiael flying, raining down despair. His plans are just smoke, a breath of stale air. Whoa! Tyr Alexander is a wanker, worse for us than the Black Death's fever. Whoa! Tyr Alexander is a wanker, a disaster in a three-piece blazer. Where's the fire? Where's the fight? We need a leader to guide us right, but all we've got is empty words as our hope gets lost in the flocks of birds. He's running this country like it's a game of chess, but every move he makes just leads to more mess. Promises like shadows fading with the light. We craving a savior while he drowns us in spite. Tyr Alexander is a wanker, worse for us than the Black Death's fever. Oh, Tyr Alexander is a wanker, a disaster in a three-piece blazer. Out your soul, shout it loud. Let the whole world see we need a leader with energy. Tyr Alexander, you're a wanker, time to pack your bags. You're a total stinker. In the vastness of the cosmic sea, a space lich named Tyr, wild and free, commands a ship. Oh, what a sight! The Tess Holiday, a titan in flight, with engines that hum a heavy tune. Across the galaxies through stardust and moon, Tyr dreams of worlds unseen, following the trail where Norman has been. Tyr, the space lich in shadows, he roams on the Tess Holiday, his morbidly obese home crew unpaid, yet in awe they remain. For the wonders he shows them, none can explain. Nebulae whisper secrets in his ear, while planets spin tales that only Tyr can hear. He charts a course through the void's embrace, seeking the legend of Norman's place. But the crew, they grumble under muted breath, for pay is a promise lost in the depths. Yet their hearts are swayed by the starlit skies and Tyr's vision of cosmic highs. Tyr, the space lich in shadows, he roams on the Tess Holiday, his morbidly obese home crew unpaid, yet in awe they remain. For the wonders he shows them, none can explain. Oh, what a tale to be told of a lich with a soul so bold. Through the dark and the light, he dances with the night, chasing the echoes of Norman's flight. No riches elude their outstretched hands, they sail on dreams and Tyr's commands. For in the depths of the cosmos wide, adventure and mystery are their guide. Tyr, the space lich in shadows, he roams on the Tess Holiday, his morbidly obese home crew unpaid, yet in awe they remain. For the wonders he shows them, none can explain. So onward they journey, time and space, where Tyr leads the way with a ghostly grace. Together they drift where few have gone, in search of the truth as the stars lead on. The space lich in shadows, he roams.
So much space. Need to see it all.
I wish I could take it all back. I honestly do. I honestly do wish I could take it all back. And not just because I'm stranded in space.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah, we're both in space. Anyway, you know, if I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
I'm in space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And I am genuinely sorry.
I'm in space.
The end.
Well, what's your big gun? Oh, oh. What's your big gun? Oh, oh. World's full of creeps, full of crooks, full of slime. Oh, hey. Time to call a squad that fights crime all the time. Oh, hey. From the tomb to the streets, from the flames to the fight. 9 wild weirdos make the villains take flight. Bureau vessel defenders, back to the bone, the ultimate avengers. When the jerks attack and the evil won't quit, we show up loud and we kick their Bureau of Asshole Defenders. Go back, go back. Never dying leech, ancient bones, dark magic blast. Lost in time, but he speaks Egyptian fast. Aztec curses flying, necromantic glow. Dead man's the greatest hero we know. We're Helm Forger, world's fastest feline zoom. Zoom in force blazing, watch him clear the room. Italy to Japan in under 5 minutes flat. Bad guys can't catch what they can't even track. The burning itch, radioactive scratch attack. Jack Banion's on fire, no turning back. Scratching up a storm, flames everywhere, burning through the crime like he just doesn't care. Mr. Dad joke, LOL with a clown tech grin. Divorcee gone wild, let the bad puns begin. Whoopee cushion, squirting flowers, pie in the face, turns every villain into a laughing disgrace. Night Weasel, shiny stolen, now she's on the hunt. Grapple guns and gadgets make the thieves take the brunt. Shiny's gone, but she'll never stop. Weasel fury dropping from the rooftop. The repairman, Joe, Jack, and Jill with the G glow. Washing machine blast made his powers grow. Spinning gears and wrenches, foes get flipped and tossed. One repairman hero, evil's getting bossed. The raging Texan, lawn defending rage ignite. Curse turns him huge when he starts to fight. Immense strength smashing, baddies get the boot. Don't mess with Texas or the giant Texas brute. The soldier supreme, Billy Bill cock leading proud. Bullets with evil's name, hear the thunder loud. Trained around the world, now he's back for good. Soldier supreme, dropping justice like he should. Cinderbeast, fire magic, credo, art mob took his friend, now he rips them apart. Petty crook turned hero, flames of atonement burn. Cinderbeast is here, watch the bad guys learn. No jerk too big, no creep too sly. 9 misfit heroes gonna make them cry. Lich, Forger, Itch, Dad joke, Weasel, Repairman, Texan Supreme, Cinderbeast unite. Asshole defenders ready to fight. Bureau of Asshole Defenders, back to the bone, the ultimate of Avengers. When the world needs saving from the fools and the scum, we roll in weird and we get it done. Bureau of Asshole Defenders, go back, go back, go back, go back. Bureau of Asshole Defenders, go bad.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday Show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday Show hosts, Jen TMaxi in Canada and Terry Diamantis Down Under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
I feel like I've lost my purpose now. It's like,
Well, give up then.
No.
Behold the order crowned in flame, where every oath becomes a chain. The mortal world shall learn our name and break beneath infernal rain.
He stood as stone before the gate, a holy sentinel of light. But mortals baited him with fate, then murdered heaven in the night.
His deity fell beyond the wall. The citadel was drowned in cries. Now Valecan swears to crush them all, with old demon lords behind his eyes.
He wears the earth like battle mail, his gargoyles blot the morning sun. 3,000 legions leave a trail, and every soul shall know what's done.
Bow to the king of stone and flame. Valecan roars, remember the name. 3,000 legions grind the sky. Mortal kingdoms kneel or die.
Madame Bamboozle spins the air with laughing spells and crooked grace.
She braids confusion into prayer, then paints a trap across your face.
A seventh born chaotic queen, her magic skips through cracked design. She turns the sane world bright obscene, then drinks your doom like elder wine.
Her curses dance in candy smoke, her grin makes sacred engines stall. She snaps the rules like brittle oak, and claps while empires start to fall. With the witch in the hurricane, Madame Bamboozle undress your brain.
Chaos blooms where her black spells crawl. Rules break first, then kingdoms fall. Radrames is woke in museum dust when atomic thunder split his tomb. The dead pharaoh rose in royal disgust with glowing wrath and nuclear bloom. They stole his sleep with modern fire, disturbed the king beneath glass chains. Now cities kneel before his ire as fallout crowns his ancient veins. His bandaged hands make atoms bend, his eyes burn green through golden gloom. He calls the present well to end and drags it screaming to his Crown the mummy in atomic gold. catnip rules and steel, a tiny throne with titan claws. His polished drones are trained to kneel, then execute his iron laws. No challenger may speak his name, no rebel flag may kiss the air. His engines purr with perfect aim, his prisons bloom in public square. Advanced machines obey his hand, his nation marches cold and bright. He brands his fear across the land, then calls his cruelty orders right. Hail Catnip's throne of chrome and dread. Speak against him and count the dead. Tech-born tyrant claw crown soar. His mercy never tries.
Try this shit again. There it is. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ming the Zoo in space. I'm Recruit for Night Tyr Alexander. I'm here with my friends Mitch Nemo,
What chicken?
William Forge.
Yeah, he always peeks out when he's doing that.
I know. And Critical.
Hey, I heard you like petering out every time you do this, but that's actually really fun.
You suck as Nicolas Cage.
I do not.
That's a say for the particular. That's a pretty good Nick Cage for the particular show in question.
I thought he was doing Peter Griffin.
That's what I thought it was, but that's suck. But I was about to
Hey,
say
fuck
something.
you, I ain't Peter.
Well, it's called flashbackception. We're gonna flashback to
Peter
a
Griffin.
flashback of your flashback.
Family Guy. Sorry, I had to get out. Go on, Kier.
I was just saying. Well, we're gonna flashback to your flashback to flash it back. Then we're gonna flash forward to a flashback.
Screw you.
Oh god,
I'm actually at the point where I hate flashbacks.
I'm getting near.
Let's flash back to when you told us you hated flashbacks, Mitch.
Because, and I think part of the responsibility goes to people who think making prequels is a good idea.
I'm gonna pick a TFO and then.
Oh God.
It depends on the story that needs a prequel. It depends on the story. It
No, it
really
doesn't.
does. When a prequel doesn't make sense, like The Kingsman, it doesn't make sense to have a prequel.
All
You
right.
showed us all these characters, but we don't know anything about them still.
So it depends on. All right, I'm going to say something. If you're telling the story backwards,
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense to do a prequel because you're telling the story backwards. You're telling me if your first movie is literally the end of the story, which, for all intents and purposes, say Star Wars. The original Star Wars trilogy was the end of the story.
Mm-hmm.
It was literally the final arc of the.
K. Scholl says, "Hello."
Yo, K. Scholl. It was the final
Okay,
arc of
Scholl.
the story. So going back and telling how everything came to be made sense.
Mm-hmm.
It did.
Not the say. Not the way you did it now.
He started with episode 4. Okay, what was episode
No,
3?
he didn't.
Which was say the whole episode 4 thing was a gimmicky gimmick, and it drew attention. It doesn't mean that it was ever supposed to be a 1, 2, and 3.
Well,
And it didn't start out that way. The original release didn't have that.
Well, you gotta remember something. I've never seen the original release.
I was there.
Yeah, of course not. Some of us saw it in theaters. I wasn't very old when I saw it in theaters, but I saw it in theaters.
Old
They're like, you guys are like twice my age.
fucks.
Yeah.
I saw Empire Strikes Back at the drive-in. It was a double.
Oh god, it was
feature.
the funniest fucking thing. Star Wars had been an enormous hit. All right.
Okay.
It was a sleeper hit. No one expected it. It was huge. So
From the
Empire
get-go.
Strikes Back gets released, and it wasn't even opening day, and there were lines that can be measured in miles. Okay.
Wow.
That's when I lived in California as a kid. And, you know, we're in line waiting to slowly get to the front to get our tickets for The Empire Strikes Back. And, sorry, this just amuses the hell out of me. Some lady walks up and says, "Is this the line for The Empire Strikes Back?" And one smart-ass teenager near us goes, "No, it's for Mary Poppins." Which had just been re-released that year, too.
Oh, that's great. That's great. It just makes me happy to hear that, smartasses have always existed.
Oh, yeah.
Smartasses are always existed throughout time.
Smartass is probably like my second language.
Yep.
Okay.
Somewhere there's a creature called a smartass, and it is my spirit animal.
A smartass.
Right.
It's just because it is the dumbass.
No.
No, that's
No, distant cousin that's a dumbass is they usually run for office.
The dumbass is the arch nemesis.
The arch nemesis.
Exactly.
Okay, so probably quick discussion item related to something that I saw online and general idiots. Saw a response calling something AI schlock. I guess it was the
Well, do they call it schlock or slop?
slop. Yeah, AI slop. Now the response was basically accused that person of an ad hom attack.
Okay.
Now, the person making the accusation that it was an ad hom attack then went on to try and say, posted this slapception thing of AI saying basically that you could ad hom AI. But the problem being, of course, my understanding of the context and my own personal beliefs too, they were calling it AI slop because it was slop and it just happened to be generated by an AI, not that it was slop on the basis of having been generated by an AI, or that the fact that it was AI made it slop, or that they were discarding it in general simply because it was AI. So I look at it and say, okay, yeah, you're calling it AI slop because it's slaps it's slop that happens to have been generated by an AI, but have been slop it was generated by a human too.
Right.
But I'm like, okay, just the fact that you called it AI slop doesn't make it an ad hom attack.
And I don't understand what word ad hom is. Apparently.
Well, yeah, it's to attack the arguer and not the argument.
Yeah, it's attack it's called attacking the man, and it is the fallacy of trying to say basically that their argument is bad because of who's making it, not because of any content of the argument itself.
Right.
Oh yeah. I've been trying to explain that to people for fucking years.
But I also look at it and I gotta say at the same time, really, can you do an ad hom against AI? And then also the thing is, or is it just that AI is particularly prone to the nature of being slop in it doesn't actually critically evaluate what it is putting together, what it is piecing together for people. It does not it's going to go out there and basically grab content to answer from all sorts of different sources and doesn't actually do anything to consider if those sources are in any way,
legitimate.
Yeah, legitimate, good sources, reliable, or anything like that.
Or even applicable to the prompt.
Yeah.
And
Again,
you should be here in a few minutes.
You can't add
I will be
hominem
right
to
back.
AI.
All right.
That's my.
I'll be right back.
You can do it because again, the AI is just ones and zeros. It's only doing what it's programmed to do and no more.
So Tyr's position is you can't add hominin in AI because there's no man to attack.
Yeah, you can't.
Right.
You can't. If the toaster burns your toast, you can't say the stupid fucking you can't call it a stupid toaster. It did what it's supposed to do.
Unless it's faulty.
Unless it's faulty, but even then, it did what it's supposed to do. It toasted your bread just because you didn't like how it toasted it, or how long it held it down, or you may accidentally put the 8, not realizing you put it to 8. It's not the toaster's fault. The toaster thought it thought it gave you what you want.
The toaster's fault is when you go to remove the toast and you touch the metal casing and you get electrocuted. That's the toaster's fault.
Yeah, that's the toaster's fault. At that point, it's the toaster's fault because it's a faulty toaster. But it's toasting the toast.
If you misplace or misset the dial, that's all on you, pal.
Yeah, and that's the same
thing with AI.
Yeah, the same thing I say with AI. You can't if
when
the
AI
AI gives
launches
you
all
crap.
the nuclear missiles at the humans, that's the AI's fault.
But I'm just saying, Mitch, if you give the AI if you give the AI a prompt and not clarify, and it everyone knows that AI fucks with hands. It does not do hands well or fingers. It's not the AI's fault. It just doesn't understand fingers.
Right.
No. To throw it into context, the person was originally making the argument that Trump is a racist. And when asked to present proofs of their claim, basically did a Google AI search to come up with things that show Trump as a racist, and you end up with a lot of opinion pieces and a lot of
So instead of
biased sources navel gazing about how they think Trump is a racist.
All right, two things on that comment. First off, in order to you can't just bring out, give me a representation of him. You made the claim. You have to give your own fucking sources. You can't just go, okay, well then here's a bunch of shit that says he's a racist. But you called him a racist.
Which is exactly what they did.
It's like me calling you a bad cook, but I've never tasted your fucking food. But I'm going to pick up an article that says your food is shit because it talks about how you particularly like one particular spice I don't like. It doesn't make any sense. Now, if you're going to call anyone a racist, and you can back that shit up with he did this, he did X, Y, and Z. And I think he's a racist because of X, Y, and Z.
It even devolved from there, too. Because it went into the changing definitions of racism over the years. Which originally was actually... input based. The person actually is doing something on the the belief in the actions. It's racism from the input. They believe in the inferiority or superiority of specific races on the basis of the given race. They are judging the person based on racial indicators, basically the exact opposite of what the King's Dream is, judging a person on the content of their character instead of the color of their skin. No, they're judging them on the color of the skin, not the content of their character.
Okay.
And migrating from there to subsequent definitions, a few of them, which are outcome-based determinative, to the extent where the final one they cited is apparently it's not just outcome-based, any different discrepancy in outcome, no matter the input in question, is racism, to basically outcome and feeling based. If I feel that it's racist, if I'm emotionally impacted on a racial level, it's racist without regards to the intention or that.
Well, you know why they did that. You know why that shift happened.
Why?
Because it's almost impossible to prove intent.
Yeah, well, it's that, and as was pointed out, it was pointed out, is basically I have to be able to call, say that people I don't like are racist, while being able to say that people I do like can't be racist.
Yep.
Power plus privilege bullshit.
Yeah, but it went beyond power plus privilege, because the power plus privilege was their first step towards outcome determinative. And the people we don't like are racist, the people we do like can't be racist, and they went from there to and that was part of that same stretch to the any discrepancy in outcome, no matter the input, is racism.
Right.
So it's like, if a black student and a white student go through the same class and the black student gets a lower grade, it's racism. Well, did the black student do the homework? No. Did the white student do the homework? Yes. But the outcome difference means it's racism. Did the black student take the tests? No, he skipped class that day. Did the white student take the test? Yes, and actually answered the questions correctly. Did they get different grades? Yes. Okay, it's different outcomes, so it's racism.
How do we get on this from AI? I'm struggling to remember the connective tissue.
It's because
the context of the argument.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, it's the same. It's the same argument you hear for sexism. Oh, well, if we have you have a male and a female character person there in for a job, the male gets it. It's sexism. Well, no, they're not the same on paper. Like, just because they're the same on paper don't mean they have the exact same experiences. And
Or
you
skill
never
set.
know. Huh?
You can put whatever you want on paper. It doesn't show the level of skill.
Yeah, it
Or
doesn't
the
show level of
existence of a
skill
skill even.
or experience level or what they did in their life. Like, again, they are not the same, and your job is looking for certain criteria. If the person does not have the criteria they're looking for, they're going to go with the closest match they can find.
Yep.
Yeah, and again, I think I work in an industry where even if you're coming up with a comparison that is actually comparable apples to apples, there's no such thing as identical apples. Once you get down to comparing apples to apples, this one is still a Fuji and that one's still a Granny Smith, and the one past that's a Honeycrisp.
Yep.
They're all apples, but they're still not identical.
There are still variations.
There's still variations, but you do still have application of discrimination law coming in, where you still have to treat people that are in a similar circumstance similarly. So you can have you can't do I'm going to give an exception in this case because the person's male, or I'm going to give an exception in that case because the person's female, or you can't even do I'm going to give an exception in this case because the person is older and having a financial difficulty. You have to treat everybody in a similar circumstance the same way.
Oh yes.
But you don't have you can have similar circumstances. You don't have identical situations.
And sir, my Honeycrisp apples are offended that you tried to show a difference between them and other apples.
Then put them back in your pants.
Don't want to see that, James. This is a family show.
How do you think it got that way?
The thing about AI, though, we have to break up the debates into categories, and we're not doing that. Everything has been blanket statement. AI am bad. AI am good. You know, it's all been blanket statements, but there's the practical side of the equation and the philosophical side of the equation that we have to really sit and talk about and you know, debate back and forth. I don't mean just us. I mean everybody. On the practical side, you have the data centers that they're trying to build, which are, you know,
bring it up, TFO.
For the moment, let's leave out the part about them essentially being hubs for government spy data against the American people. Let's leave that part out of the equation. I think we all know they're going to be used that way. We can just agree on that right now and be done with it.
Well, that's everything that government-run data centers are for in the first place. So why would they treat private data centers any differently, or pseudo-private ones?
Well, you know, they'll make deals with the government in order to get them built, for one. What's that?
You said we were going to agree. We were going to all agree on that point, and you about to belabor it.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. On the practical side, you do have, I hate to say this, but certain environmental impacts from the data centers themselves.
True.
One of the problems is, in fact, cooling them down because they will get incredibly hot.
And the bloody program.
The available options, there are many available options, several of which do not have a severe negative environmental impact. But so far, it seems like the option they're going for is using local water. And on average, that causes the local water to evaporate at a rate of 80%. 80% of the water evaporates, and because it has to go through metal tubes, pipes, and whatnot to do the cooling, it help me out here. Because of wear and tear, essentially, it adds salts to the groundwater.
Evaporation.
Is this going past the same people who freak out because like a power plant or similar raises the stream temperature by a degree or two? Because I would think they would totally freak out about that.
They will, and they probably do.
I mean,
But
I have another practical
the biggest
solution.
issue is the 80% evaporation. I mean, that's water that the local communities and farms and et cetera cannot use any longer.
Yeah,
I have a practical solution for data centers.
What's that?
Build them in deserts. Hear me out. At night, it'll freeze it down, and during the day you can just use solar power and fucking ACs.
Oh, you could to a point, yeah.
Plenty of.
I mean, that's what I mean, though, Tyr, is there are other options that they're not exploring because those other options are more expensive.
Oh yeah, building a shit
I
ton of that
really,
would be
I'm not
expensive,
sure that, say, the one thing on that tier, I've worked in a corporate data center
yes.
for, for like a wholesaler,
Okay.
and the climate control in the computer room for just a couple mainframes and servers can be rather significant.
All right. So at my
Because
my
you gotta figure they kept that room like 50 to 60 degrees year round because of the, well, you don't do 30. You do a
Yeah,
you do a
right.
climate.
Freezing will
They,
actually do that. Yeah.
yeah, they had a couple of things they had to balance in. They had to balance the ideal conditions for the high volume printers that were in there too, and the paper to avoid things like excessive jamming of the pages sticking together and everything.
Mhm.
So the ideal ran around 50-55 degrees or so at 50% humidity. You get much cooler, you start dealing with condensing issues in the electronics and everything. If you had perfectly dry air and no moving parts to have static electricity, then electrical devices, the colder the better. It's when you have to start dealing with concerns of moving parts and static, and then condensing of humidity from the air.
Then there's liquid cooled systems that can use mineral oil to.
Yeah, liquid cooled is more for personal preferences than data. Than
Oh, I
center.
know, but there's no reason you can't apply it to a larger
I
scale.
mean, you could, but it'd be a lot of it'd be a lot of fucking money involved.
Yeah, I would love. It'd be very
what I mean.
interesting to see a closed loop liquid cooled system on that
Oh, me too.
scale, certainly.
Mhm.
But the thing, the concern, solar is not going to generate enough power
Right.
for the cooling systems necessary for running this in a non-arid climate. For running it not in a desert area, there's no way solar's going to generate enough power to cool it in an actual desert
Easily,
climate.
yeah.
Well, then there's also the question of me forgetting what I was going to say. Go on.
Again,
Got it.
it's,
Got
it's
it.
an
Got
idea.
it.
It's not a.
I knew it. I
Hold
knew
on.
once someone said something, it would come to me. Go on, Tyr.
I was saying it's just an idea. It's not a solution. I mean,
No, it's more problems.
I mean, again, you'll have problems. Anything at some point between.
Remember, I'm the guy with tech background, so.
Hold on. Between environmental problems, general, people pissed off. The data centers are going to have a lot of issues. However, they will provide jobs. So that's one of the trade-offs.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Those are some of the practical concerns we have to discuss and address.
Mm-hmm.
Why couldn't we use the heat that the data centers themselves generate as a means of energy production?
Back to the boiling water to spin turbines thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
fuck it, yeah.
I'm not saying that would be the only way to do it, but if you use several energy production methods in concert, solar power towers, for example, which do something similar, it's different from solar panels. Then hey, maybe we're onto something now.
I mean, that's actually from the general philosophy of everything. And the science involved. That's not a terrible idea. You're dealing with something that's going to consume a lot of electricity and it's going to generate a lot of heat. And there's no such thing as a closed completely closed loop as far
No.
as that goes. The system's going to lose in efficiency and everything. But if
Oh,
it's
there's
going
always
to generate
entropy.
yeah, but if it's going to generate a lot of heat anyway, if you have a way of harnessing some of that heat back to generate more electricity to feed back into the system, I mean, I can only see that as a potential good if you can come up with a way to do it.
Yeah.
And let's face it, the long-standing joke and humor notwithstanding, all the technological advances we make in different ways of generating power, we still bring it back down to a way to heat water to drive turbines and everything. But
Yeah,
if you could put some kind of an energy, a power reclamation thing right in the, hey, the cooling system is heating up, let's use that, is based on heating water to cool it down. As a transfer of energy, why couldn't we turn that into reclaiming some of that heat energy to generate more electricity to feed back into the system?
Right.
Sure, it's lossy. All energy solutions are lossy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I said, entropy is a thing. There's no way to escape entropy.
Right.
Excuse me.
And particularly when it comes to, say, especially when it comes to energy generation and transference, these are systems that, they get bent over sideways and treated rudely by entropy, shall we say?
Yes.
All of them.
Yes, they do.
At some point, somebody's going to be pissed off about what happens with them. Whether it's the environmentalist group because you're raising degrees of groundwater and you're fucking up the environment, or it's going to be tech people on the techie side. Like, look, you're limited in our capacity because you want to protect the fish.
Well, yeah, like I said, I'm not saying we on Minions of the Zoo have solved the problem.
No, we're not. I'm just stating what the problem is.
People overall, we need to debate this stuff, and
Yeah.
we need to debate it without hyperbole and psychosis. We have to take the subject seriously.
I agree. I see what both of you are saying. Actually, I kind of agree with both sides. Like, I agree with both sides.
Hold on, I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure there is a perfect place, a perfect spot where it doesn't affect too much and it has everything that they would need. There has to be a perfect spot for something like that, and once it's found, then they can find. Oh well, this spot is perfect because of X, Y. It very little wildlife. This water here doesn't affect anybody else's water. It's perfect. We can do what we want, and everyone's fucking happy.
It kind of goes back to my.
That's running on a similar fallacy to the notion that sooner or later somebody has to win the lottery. No, statistically speaking, unless 100% of the ticket space is purchased, there never has to be a winner.
Right.
No, the odds don't define that. Well, you're coming up with an idealistic statement there that is very similar in its nature, that there must be some sweet spot in which everything is ideal or ideal enough that there's just no actual impact. That doesn't actually have to exist.
But I'm pretty sure it does. Let me tell you why.
It might exist, but it doesn't have to just by the nature of the problem. It doesn't have to exist.
But the conditions say it could exist. Think about it. The environmental group would want.
That's not what he's saying, too.
But the environmental group want less impact on the environment. They want a water source, a source where they can cool the data, the computers without having to worry about shit. Again, there's a spot somewhere in reality, somewhere in America that is ideal. It has to exist because the conditions say it has to exist. A
No,
spot where
it's-
everyone can be happy.
You're making an assumption that the circumstance exists somewhere because you want it to, not because there's actually some place where everything correlates perfectly.
Now, I'm not saying perfectly. I'm saying enough that everyone is happy. An ideal spot.
No, no. See, you guys are arguing two different things. You both admit that such conditions can occur. But Tyr, I think you're insisting that somewhere those conditions do occur, and that's the difference in the arguments you're both making. You're not making the same arguments, or even opposite arguments.
No, I'm saying that just because they can occur doesn't mean that they automatically do, and I get the feeling like Tyr is saying that because it's possible that they could occur, then they absolutely must somewhere. That, which to me is like arguing that because somebody could win the lottery, that there has to be a winner sooner or later. It doesn't math.
Right.
The simple fact that the ideal circumstance or near enough ideal circumstance can theoretically exist does not indicate or even presuppose that they will exist.
You
know where I would build it?
What?
Ocean floor.
Ideal spot.
If you have anybody that can survive the pressure.
Well, yeah, that's the big concern is that there's pressure concerns. But ocean floor doesn't mean that it has to be at that level of ocean floor, if you know what I mean. They could put it subsurface where we could still go in and out without having to put on a fucking spacesuit, and then run piping to greater depths down the Marianas Trench, for example, to pull up and blow out water, used and fresh, whatever. I know it's not fresh water; it's salt water. I didn't mean fresh water in that context.
I mean, and you got the added benefit of if you do this system and you're pulling out salt, you can sell the salt too.
Well, no, you shouldn't have to. The problem with that idea, though, with using salt water like that from the oceans, is that it will create a buildup inside the system.
Yeah, that is a problem too.
I'll build up
and it also breaks things down.
The one beautiful thing about that general notion, though, is, I mean, you do have to do a decent sized pipe and huge pumps to be able to draw the water from any significant distance. But if you're getting it from that far down, the water is very cold, and any addition of heat is actually beneficial to sea life. You start going far enough down, and the biggest boons to ocean life are volcanic vents and everything.
Yeah.
And sure, that's a huge hostile environment, but at the same time, the implementation of that much warmth is a huge boon to native life. You know where I would put it? You know where I put the data centers? Yeah, I'd put them in northern Alaska, northern Canada, north of the Arctic Circle. Why? Because you have you do have significant freshwater sources. Northern Canada, really serious boosts to populations of moose and elk and everything, and also the polar bears.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you and Mitch both. No, Mitch is still there. I got two disconnect and transfer messages. But yeah, Mitch is still there, but you're gone. And the whole thing on polar bears and their concern about polar bear populations and everything, except polar bear populations have been going up like crazy with the
I've heard about
addition of human technology elements that are increasing the temperatures up there. And of course, I try to do the whole sad polar bear on an ice floe. You're dealing with a critter that swims 20, 30 miles for fun.
Yeah.
You're also dealing with a creature that is one of the most ferocious fucking creatures in the fucking animal kingdom.
They play on loose ice floes. They will swim out to them for the fun of it. They will swim back for the fun of it, and they will stalk and kill you to eat you because you exist.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, welcome to the animal kingdom.
Say, if you see a polar bear, the only reason you're still alive is because it hasn't chosen to kill you yet. They are bigger
And it
than
hasn't
you.
seen
They
you
are
yet.
stronger than you. They are faster than you in every setting.
Conceivable
In
way,
the water, in the water, they're faster than you. On
And
the
they can
land,
dive further
they're
down.
faster than you. In mud, faster than you. Any circumstance where you can try and get away, they're faster than you.
Flying an F-22.
They're basically ground level F-22s.
They will jump into their F-22 and fly after you.
No, fuck it. Let's pick something actually useful. An A-10 Warthog.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, in an A-10 Warthog, you win.
If not friend, why friend shaped?
If not food shaped, not food. Why food shaped, man?
But they see you as prey and as food. If they are hungry, you die.
And
if they are
that time,
angry,
they're going to be hungry.
they die.
Well, that's been my contention about animals forever, is that they're always friendly until they're hungry.
Oh yeah, like fucking panthers, lions, tigers.
Yeah, every animal.
Yeah, just some of the animals. You are too big, too tough, too durable, or too inconvenient to be a food source.
Right.
Example: squirrels.
Yep. Bunny rabbits.
Squirrels are omnivores.
Well, so are rabbits.
Yep. Oh yeah, rabbits are omnivores too.
Every animal that they say is an herbivore is an herbivore.
Until it's hungry.
Is an omnivore of convenience.
Right.
If a convenient meat source that turns up, they'll eat the meat.
Yep.
There aren't any obligate herbivores in nature. There are omnivores that primarily eat vegetation. There are obligate carnivores. There are carnivores that cannot exist on vegetation alone. And there are omnivores that are herbivores of convenience and can exist on vegetation alone. I'm not aware of any obligate herbivores that have to live solely on vegetation.
Or whoever's the leader, make me leader.
Oh, I tried that. Unless Will was made leader.
I shouldn't have been. I thought that
Red
it's
leader.
Oh, when Tyr got disconnected.
Right. No, I thought that it set you as the leader when it did that, but let me check.
Just right click Tyr and see if it says make leader.
Yeah. No, it didn't make me. Okay, yeah. Make task force operation leader.
Add 1 mana of any color, throwing a bunch of mana dorks.
Set to team leader. There we go.
There you go. Yep.
And I need to just
or not.
Sorry.
Destroy all.
Well, I will.
All right.
That's going to take a minute, and I need to just step away for a minute or two for actually sugar reasons this time. I'm running. It looks like I'm pushed on the low end, and I don't want to be in an emergency bad low situation. So I'm going to go. I was really high after lunch today. My friend was like, "What did you eat?" Because I don't remember what I ate. Lunch
Find a
was
tree
4 hours.
yesterday.
Lunch was 4 hours ago.
It was only one.
That's over there,
was-
for fuck's sake.
It was it was food. Like, you either have a very bad memory or a bad short-term memory, or you don't want to tell me. It's like, no, I've got a bad short-term memory, and some things go even to extreme short-term. It's like
A little from column A, a little
I
from
enjoy-
column B, what from C.
I enjoy good food.
Basically, yeah.
Say I enjoy good food, but I really do see food primarily as fuel for the body.
Blakester
So
3043
it
says,
goes into
I
the
can't
short
hear
term
you.
to extreme short term memory. Once
Yeah.
the meal
You
is
can't hear
done,
me?
it's kind of like
Yeah.
it's kind of like a situation where you have to fill up the gas tank multiple times in a day. You know, from a general perspective, you're more concerned about, did I fill up with gas than did I use the right kind of fuel? Did I
Hold.
eat?
Well, hold on a second. Everybody, I want to hear something.
Did I use the right kind of fuel? Did I
Hold.
eat?
Well, hold on a second. No, but I can hear myself, so I don't. Why the place say you can't hear me? That's odd.
You can only be so lucky.
But how?
So it's kind of a, did I eat? Yeah, okay, great. Do I remember what I ate? 5 minutes later? Probably. An hour later?
No, I wish I had
Probably
that. I
not.
wish I had that problem. I'm stuck with memories from like when I was 10. I hate it.
Oh, I am stuck with, say that the key is it's something that has to go into the short term or the extreme short term. If it's something that is embarrassing or uncomfortable or something like that, it probably made it to long-term memory, and nothing short of traumatic brain injury is going to take it out of there.
Blakester 3043 says,
But if
is
if
mute
it's
for
like, what
everyone
did I
else?
eat 3 hours ago, or what was I doing this afternoon? That's probably gone into the short-term memory.
Blake, that's
I'm
you.
probably not
That's
going
a
to
you
remember it
thing.
later.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me.
We'll be back in just a couple.
Let me.
Could have been back already if you'd just gone. Oh, shut up.
Alexander the Scourge says, it is
I
just
hate
you,
that
Blake
expression,
Star.
fire in the hole. That's stupid.
Fire in
Zed
the hole.
Thesnarchy says, Blakester 3043 not for me. I can hear everyone in here. Check your volume and whether the tab's muted or not.
Yeah, that the snarky said he can hear us all.
Really?
Open the door, Zed. And did you put the ointment on? You gotta put it
I don't
on
want-
every 2 hours.
You would know about ointments, wouldn't you, Tyr?
I'm just making sure he knows about the ointment. It's a topical cream. You know, you gotta rub it in. Don't jerk it.
You would know all about that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Zed Thesnarchy says, the fuck are you talking
At least
about,
he's honest.
Tyr?
He's all bones, so it's okay.
I'm just making sure you take your medicine, man. Like I said, it's a topical cream. You just rub it in. Don't
Who you
jerk
calling a
it.
medicine man?
Huh?
Who you calling a medicine man?
I just said I'm talking about the medicine he has to take. Zed's in the room. Zed's in the chat.
Is
Yeah,
the medicine
figured.
in the room with us right now?
I'm talking to Zed.
Is the medicine man in the room with us?
I didn't say medicine man.
Yes, you did. You said you'd take the medicine man.
Yeah, you gotta take the medicine, man.
Yeah, you said medicine man. That's what I'm
Oh
telling
God, Jesus Christ, you know
you. No,
what I
I'm
mean?
not.
He's being snarky.
You know what I mean?
Yes, we know what you mean. That's why we're fucking with you.
You gotta take the
do you
medicine,
mean?
comma, man.
Comma man.
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
It's blank, man.
These aren't superheroes. What are you talking about?
Comma
Oh,
man.
look, it's Dash Man.
It's Eclipse man.
It's Ellipsis Man.
Semicolon man. Save me,
semicolon
semicolon
man is a
man.
porno guy.
Save me, semicolon man.
It's
I
like,
ain't watching that
like an
one.
ex-girlfriend of mine.
Zetheznarky says, take the medicine.
She was a
I don't even wanna
semi-nude
know
Why
about
model.
take it on a date?
I have
You're
an
nuts.
ex who was a semi-nude model. She did half-assed work.
I'm backslash
Clearly.
man, and this is my rival, / man.
He's your arch nemesis /
I'm open
backslash.
parentheses,
Wait.
and this is closed parentheses, and together we are brackets.
the Florenzi
parenthetical.
twins. What?
Bracket powers activate.
I'm period man. Don't ask me. My mom named me.
No, that's
we
there is no
already know
period
it's
man,
here.
only period woman.
Period woman.
Bunch of fucking. Shouldn't you be out free bleeding somewhere?
God damn. I am the
She uses
question.
it for she's a painter. She's a painter and she uses her blood to paint.
Oh God,
That was an honest thing. That was an honest thing like
Yes, it
2019.
was.
I
Zetheznarky
know.
says, period man. You only appear once a
They think
month.
that's a radical act. That's
hold
what
on.
cracked me up.
It's disgusting.
Wait a minute. Zed said, period man, what happens? You only appear once a month?
Yep. That is exactly what he does.
Look, I'm all. It's your body. Do what you want. But
Period,
It's a
period
revenge
man.
of-
Period
It's a
man. It's
revenge
only
of
gas.
TMS Patricia.
but put it like this. Don't expect me to enjoy it.
We don't.
Like you can do what you want. It's your body. God. You want to go out there and paint your bleeds? Go right ahead. I'm gonna call it ugly.
They actually thought that was like something that was made to own the men or whatever, and it was just disgusting. Like people were actually like legit doing that. Ugh.
Well, they're just upset because they can't project it the way we can. I mean,
Unless you're a free shooter. I mean, I don't
well,
blame you.
men can cast the plaster. They're plaster caster.
Plaster casters.
that sounds like a really bad superhero name.
the name
I'm a
of a
plaster
disc.
caster.
I was gonna say what did I come back to, but I really realized I really don't want to know. Sorry about that. It's like the afternoon couldn't get the numbers down to save my life, and now I'm struggling to keep them from going too low to save my life. And I know
Sounds
that the
like a personal
measurements
problem.
I know the sugar measurements that are reading low are accurate because jitters and cold sweats.
Oh, groovy.
Again.
I usually only get that after I bust my final nut.
Damn it, Mitch.
God damn it, Mitch. What am I gonna do with you?
Well, not.
Oh no,
busting
I'm sorry.
anything
It's when I get a
afterward.
fever.
I got a fever, and it's Icarus. Dragon meat is yummy.
No singing.
Down a Fraggle Rock.
I got a fever, and the only cure is more cowbell.
I got a fever. And it's called dance fever.
It's fever dance.
Stop!
What?
Don't you sing. There's no singing in this show. Unless you're me and Will.
So then don't give me a prompt.
Exactly.
That's why I say unless you're me or Will. Will sings.
There is no singing in Bossing Say.
Well, this isn't bossing say.
Zetheznarky says, please,
Close enough.
Tyr, we know with you that it's really beaver fever.
Yes.
Zed said he really knows beaver fever with me. Not Beaver Fever.
Beaver fever.
I did not get touched by a radioactive snatch.
No, beaver fever is what
Are
the
you
male
sure about that?
nymphomaniac is afflicted with.
Ah,
Damn.
I thought it was cunnilingus.
So just when you said that there was no singing and bossing, say Baby Panther stepped on the keyboard and triggered some Credence.
Creed's
Creedence
Clearwater.
Clearwater revival. Oh,
Yep.
no.
It was
Well, this motherfucker just will not stop milling me. What did my deck ever do to you?
say 70s playlist video in YouTube, and it's in a completely different window. It wasn't even foregrounded and everything, but she hit the play button and it started playing.
Cause she want to hear it. She's saying our
I got good sound.
boring.
Say I got some good sound canceling mic headset. I'm not sure if she's gonna get too much of the music. I know her hearing's better than mine, but I'm not sure she's gonna get too much of the music.
I don't know.
Cats are weird like that.
Okay, so brought this up Saturday and Friday, I think. The Carmelo Anthony case has started today.
Which one was Carmelo Anthony?
He killed.
Go
ahead.
Stabbed the other guy at the track meet.
Metcalf.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Wanted to make sure.
It starts today. Now I'm going to say this. It's not alleged because he admitted to it. But I hope he gets the chair. I think the state he's in has the death penalty.
Yeah,
I thought weren't they talking about bringing back like the firing squads for him?
That's just talk.
True. Yeah, fair.
Say
It would be awesome. You know what I would say though for a firing squad? No blindfold. Screw you. You know why? I think the world should look into your eyes as you wet yourself, as you're about to be shot in the fucking face.
Kinky.
Well, I also think that if you're in a situation where you basically looked him in the eye when you murdered him, then you look your executioners in the eye when they're putting you down.
Well, and again, my only concern with something
There's
like
no
that,
safe word involved.
that's not my concern. No, my concern is that I don't trust the state to do the job properly or accurately or efficiently or anything else. I'm not one of these people who says if he's found guilty, shoot him on the spot. I think that's bullshit. I think that's tyranny. We need to verify first that the state didn't fuck up the case.
I mean,
by the way,
and if the state did fuck up the
everybody,
case, we need to verify whether or not it was done on purpose.
Today marks the beginning of Anti-Tyranny Month.
Yes, it does.
I'm all for, say, Mitch, I am all for fully vetting and verifying in a full and robust appeals process. I do believe that the appeals process should be fast-tracked. If we can do emergency petitions and emergency appeals from state court all the way up to the Supreme Court in the matter of a handful of days during an election,
right?
We should be able, even to allow time for a robust review and appeal, we should be able to exhaust the appeals process in less than a year. Instead, we get cases
certainly less than 10.
Yeah, and that's it. We get cases where the person pleads guilty and then appeals, and the appeals process takes a decade.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you plead guilty short of, if you plead guilty short of proving that basically they muscled a false confession or false plea out of you by overcharging and other manipulations like that, there should be no appeal. Your appeal avenues, if you plead guilty, should be, here's why I should never have been charged in the first place, and instead I was bullied into this BS appeal.
Mm-hmm.
Or plea.
Right. I mean, they got a guy to admit that he killed his father when his father wasn't dead.
Yeah, and that's why, you know, I even in the case of pleading guilty, I can't say no appeal, but I can say that your avenues for appeal should be limited.
It should be limited to procedural matters. Oh, well, they botched this, so they didn't allow this evidence to be introduced and whatnot.
Well, no, if you're dealing with, say, if you're dealing with stuff like that, you've gone through the trial. That's not pleading guilty. That's
God damn it.
What?
Okay. This is non sequitur, but it just popped into my head, and I'm pissed off that it didn't pop into my head like 20 years ago.
Okay.
Back then, I wanted to open a pizza joint of my own.
All right.
And one of the things I'm good at with pizzas is I'm good at doing like a Chinese pizza, a variety of different Mexican-based pizzas, and
A fajita pizza.
Tex-Mex pizzas even. I'm good at doing all of those things. All right, I've got several different varieties, and it just occurred to me right now what I should name that business. Hang on.
What was the name?
Hang on. Oh, got it.
Little Nemo's Sleepland Pizza.
No, you know what I should have named it? American Pies.
I like that.
American Pies, because it feeds into the melting pot thing. And just, fuck. I could kick myself.
Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, saying the speed is I die.
I should have named it American Pies.
Then Thesnarchy says, "Jeez."
After it becomes a massive franchise, all the police corruption and government corruption going on, I start denying access to government employees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Tyr, you're not allowed.
Yeah, I'm allowed. It's my show. I'm allowed to do what I want.
I wouldn't deny access to government employees, but I would not let government employees come into my place armed. And if it's a government employee who is, you know, like a judge who lets out psycho killers on a regular basis after 84 convictions, that judge is not coming into my store.
That's totally fair.
Out. You step foot in my store, on my property, get the fuck out. I will put up signs and pictures at the front door. If you are Judge so-and-so, you don't get to eat here. Fuck off.
If you're Judge so-and-so,
why?
Fuck off.
Because it's American Pies, goddammit.
You're not American, you don't get a pie. Giggity.
Kinda.
It's
American Pies because that pays tribute to the melting pot concept. Which
we all know you want to see the box tier.
I'm fine with that concept. I'm perfectly fine with American being a melting pot, but we're not going to leave the fucking door open, are we? And it also lines up with promoting liberty over tyranny. Fucking hell, I could kick myself up the dick hole for not coming up with this name sooner. Could have changed my whole life.
Mitch, I love you. Don't do that.
What?
I said, I love you, Mitch. Don't do that. Please. Just,
No, I'm severely disappointed in myself at the moment.
Now buy Mitch's American Pies.
I might have to pee in my own shoe. I'm upset.
You pissed in your shoe and it was told you were told it was raining.
I'm gonna piss in my own shoe and throw it at a nun.
You're gonna fart in your own Cheerios and then throw it at a random homeless guy.
Yep,
yes.
I'm gonna fart while a baby's eating.
God damn it.
He is on one tonight.
He's gonna let silent but deadly be deadly.
Literally.
you ever seen?
Seriously, I'm gonna punch as hard as I can at the fart bubbles in the bathtub.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know why this is extra funny to me tonight.
It's my own sick, twisted version of whack-a-mole. It's whack-a-fart.
Whack.
Pinky.
No, not whack-a-fart. Poke a fart.
No, it's whack-a-fart. Because I'm punching it. I'm not tapping it on the fucking shoulder. Farts don't have shoulders, Tyr.
No, they have bubbles.
They have body.
Excuse me, Mr. Fart. Mr. Gas and methane that came out my ass. How are you doing today?
It's full, robust, full of body.
Yeah.
Wait, Tyr, wait, no, Mitch, can you deduce like what kind of person, what somebody ate when they farted?
Motherfucker.
Only when it's me doing the farting, to be honest.
Fair, totally fair.
If it's someone else, I look at them like they owe me an explanation.
Sorry, I had beans.
Oh,
wow.
God, my head.
To quote
Rotncorpse.
Hello.
You're right.
Shalom.
To quote George Carlin, Mitch is going. You should have so much fiber. You're going to have a fart that could strip varnish off a wall. A fart that could end a marriage.
Now you got to get this stuff right, dear. It's a fart that turns the plants in your house yellow. A fart that could end a marriage. A fart that could strip the varnish off a footlocker.
Jesus Christ. Oh, these are great.
The country's going down tubes. Where? I
had
haven't
to
seen
add to
tube
that.
You have
one.
farts so bad that it kills small children.
No. I added my own to it. To that list. It's a fart that can make a stranger sweat.
A fart that makes homeless people smell better.
A fart that clears the sinuses and kills the fucking.
Zed Thesnarchy says, a fart that drives everyone towards the exits on an airplane. Zed Thesnarchy says,
God damn it, I can't
a
even
fart
finish
that
my
skunks
joke.
flee from.
A fart that causes your neighbors to phone in a welfare check.
Hold on. All right, wait. All right, that has some good ones. He goes, a fart that could drive everyone towards the exits on an airplane. A fart that skunks flee from.
A fart that would make the flea freaking happy.
To make the what happen?
The flea, Mucha Lucha,
Zed Thesnarchy
the character
says,
that actually farts.
a fart that results in daily wellness checks.
A fart that results in daily wellness checks.
How about a fart that could end a tick infestation?
Oh.
A
Fart that rattles the windows the street over.
A fart that can be used as gas in war. Just hook it right to your ass.
A fart that would clear a cemetery, occupants included.
Ouch!
A fart that could evacuate a beehive.
God
Damn.
A fart that could strip the soul out of a soul.
Zed Thesnarchy says,
That's a pretty
a fart
soulless
that gets
fart.
you sued by
fart
6
that could change your
exterminators.
religion.
A fart. Zed said, "A fart that could get you sued by 6 exterminators." And this is the fart and hour portion of our show. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the fart and hour portion of our show. We will continue with the fart and hour portion of our show right now. Thank you.
Farts are funny.
Farts are funny.
Farts are funny.
Zed
Women
Thesnarchy
do not
says,
understand why
a
farts
fart
are
that
funny. I
gets
think it's kind of
patented by
funny.
Dow Chemical.
A fart that could silence a football stadium. No.
Oh, wait, hold on. Zed, wait a minute, let me read Zed. Zed said a fart that could get patented by Dow Chemical.
I got a better one.
A fart that could clear out a church.
No, I was going to say a fart that could silence a mega church.
Wow.
Jesus, yes.
That's a hell of a rip.
The fart that makes evangelicals pray louder.
A fart that makes Muslims pray in their homes.
The fart heard
Muslims
around the
usually
world.
Oh, no. The fart's so loud that it makes Muslims turn around and stop mid-prayer to see who did it.
Again, it's the fart heard around the world.
Exactly. The fart that actually took.
Zed Thesnarchy says. A fart that chases the hoa off.
Her name's hair.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Zed said the
Will
fart.
Smith's hair.
Wait, hold on, shop. A fart that chases the HOA off.
No. The fart that took Will Smith's wife's hair off.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
No, that was her upper
Yes,
lip.
I forgot her name.
That was the
She
fart.
smells
that
her
was
upper lip every day.
Yeah, I know. That's why her hair fell out.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Y'all remember the after that the guy was eating the he was eating the alphabet soup and he saw Jada and he said then Will Smith goes, keep my wife name out your mouth. He just spits it out. Like,
A
wow.
fart that could ignite
really-
an oil field.
Jesus
Nice.
Christ.
Yes, my child.
Shut the fuck up.
You asked for it.
No, I didn't.
Zed Thesnarchy says. A
fart
fart
that
that
makes
gets
your
you chased
baby
into the
cry. You
sewers,
haven't got the
even if your
wisdom or the
neighborhood
looks
doesn't
to
have
be
one.
saying that there, Crit.
Hold on.
I mean,
Zed said,
fair.
hold on. Zed said the fart that gets you chased into the sewer, even if your neighbors don't. Even if your neighborhood doesn't have one. Damn. A fart that
The
gets
fart
angry
that gets you
mobs
blasted
after
to
you.
Oz.
A
The fart that gets you blasted to the real Oz.
Jesus.
The thing with the fart jokes is to not go too big.
That's
And
like
that's hard
like
to
a fart.
do. Because sometimes the big ones are funny. With the jokes, not the farts. Well, always the
Oh,
big farts are funny.
The smaller the joke, the more impact.
Yeah.
If you have
Like,
to
you know,
explain the joke more, then it's not a good one.
Not a fart that could
angry villagers after you.
not a fart that could
Zed
that could rip
Thesnarchy
the
says.
atmosphere away from the
A
earth.
fart
That's
that
too
convinces
big.
the coroner that you died
But a
in
fart that could scare away a
1975.
pack of coyotes. There you go.
Wait. Zed, I think like this was Zed. Hold on, shut the fuck up. A fart that could convince a coroner that you died in 75.
A fart that ripped a hole in the ozone layer.
Yeah, I kind of like a fart that could change your time of death.
Damn.
A fart that melted the polar ice caps.
A fart that could thaw a morgue.
Damn. Fart that can burn your eyebrows, your nose hair, and every other fucking hair, every follicle on your body.
Overkill.
Yeah,
But it's a fart.
see, that's what I mean. It's a very weird. It's a weird rule when it comes to the fart joke.
It's a weird rule, but it's also kind of a good one. Fart joke.
Yeah, because
Where did you go? I must go where the wind takes me, my child.
I think part of it has to do with the relative relatability of the joke. Like we can't relate to what it would be like to have the atmosphere stripped off the Earth. I mean, not really. We can imagine, but it's not.
Like the
You know.
ozone layer joke. That
But
joke was
we
already
know what it looks like when varnish is stripped from a footlocker.
Yeah.
So that's why that's funnier.
Zed Thesnarchy says.
We
I
know
don't know where
how
all of
bad
these
things
fart
have to
jokes
be to
came
end a
from.
marriage.
I may have just pulled them out of my ass.
Hold on. That said, I don't know where all these fart jokes came from. I may have just pulled them out of my ass.
See, that's a relatable one.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. Here's one for you. A fart that could start a motorcycle.
Oh no, a fart that sounds like a motorcycle revving.
Well, that's too easy, if you know what I mean.
A fart that makes you check your muffler.
A fart that makes cops duck and cover.
Wow.
A fart that could end a school shooting or start one.
A fart that
That one,
makes
everybody got quiet with that one.
The
Zed
fart that
Thesnarchy
makes your
says,
pets twitch simultaneously.
a far that gets you sued by Harley Davidson.
Zed said, nah, a fart to get you sued by Harley Davidson.
There you go.
Damn.
A fart that makes you duck and cover.
All right, enough with the fart joke. They're getting a little out of hand and smelly.
No, better one. A fart that makes you stop, drop, and roll.
Fart that makes it sound like you live in the
Part
jail.
that startled the deaf person across the room.
All right.
Even the deaf person went, damn.
All right. Moving on. We belabored the fart joke.
We're good at
Fart joke. Where are you
The
going?
part that had a
I must
4.8
go.
on the Richter.
Fart joke. I must go where the wind takes me.
I am
will be back
passing
one day.
of the wind.
Fart
Only when
all
it is
the
funny.
colors in the wind.
Paint with all the colors of the wind.
Can you break all the smells?
Zed
that
Thesnarchy
the
says,
world must
yeah,
be within?
these fart jokes ran out of gas.
Ah! Zed said these fart jokes ran out of gas. Yes.
No, they didn't. We could do this all day. But it would also the joke would actually wear itself out by that point.
Anything interesting happening in the world today?
Oh, something else that you mentioned on trial. Something else trial-wise today. Gallinakis civil suit against the cops who arrested him for blowing a 0-0 on a breathalyzer and still took him in for being quote-unquote under the influence. Oh, it seems like it's gonna be a glorious trial.
Is that Galifianakis?
Yeah. First witness for the plaintiff, the cop being sued.
That's awesome.
It is absolutely, and the things that they have agreed. Just to start with, is like he wasn't intoxicated. He was arrested. There's like 5 things that they agreed to. Is like the whole thing comes down to the question of probable cause, and there's no way a reasonable jury can come back to the conclusion of the cops said probable cause.
Look, you just always say that the cops could smell it.
That's not probable cause. How many things smell like booze?
And that's where he started. I smell
Look at it,
odor of
the
alcohol
joke didn't
on
go
you.
well.
Breathalyzer 0.00 did great on the field sobriety tests. Well, no, you're not drunk. You're on some drug. I thought you said you smelled alcohol. And that's where I'm.
What does that drug smell like?
Yeah. And the cop had to admit today he has no clue what drug he thought the kid might have been on. It is just, and the cop's not done. He's coming back on the stand tomorrow.
Oh God!
Sucks to be him.
I'm getting I am getting updates from a lawyer who actually traveled there to attend the trial, and it sounds, and it's in a federal court, so it's like no records. Come broadcast that for the people to see.
No kidding. I mean, because that's a civil rights violation.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll love this. Say you'll love this, Mitch. One of the jurors, saw the videos and thought the kid was right. The defense tried to eject her for cause and failed. That's how bad their case is. They'd have to use a preemptive to get her out because she they couldn't reject her for cause. The defense attorney asked the jurors one by one if they thought they had thought there was like
A bias?
favoritism in the judicial system. Two tiers, there's a favoritism, especially like towards cops and everything. And until he got to a juror who was a lawyer, it basically said, yes, they're treated differently.
Zed Thesnarchy says, dismiss her, she's making us look bad.
And I'm like...
hold on, let me read what Zed said really quickly. He goes, dismiss her. She's making us look bad.
Basically, yes.
And I'm hearing about this trial. I'm like, broadcast, put this on pay-per-view. You could take care of the state's budget.
No kidding.
But it's a transparency issue.
Well, it's a lose-lose thing too for cops, to be honest, because on the one hand, if you don't know that you're violating someone's civil rights, why the fuck are you a cop? If you do know you're violating someone's civil rights, why the fuck are you a cop?
Yeah.
See what I'm getting at? I mean, I'm really pissed off that our system does not allow our judges to revoke certification for life the moment they discover there's that kind of a violation. But then again, the state takes care of the state first. The state always favors the state.
See, I can only meet you like 90% there, because where my 10% discrepancy may just be a misunderstanding of what you're communicating, is there has to be trial and conviction involved. Now, I think that it should be, pulled from active duty pending the trial, but the accusation, even accusation with proof, should not force the decertification. Now, if you're fired for cause, decertify. You go through, but if the judge is doing it, it should be a matter of
I bet go get
a due process. Even bad cops deserve a fair trial.
I will argue that.
But before being taken out and executed.
I'm not saying anything about execution. That's an escalation from what I'm talking about. See, I think if you're an agent of the state, because our founding documents spend so much time limiting the power of the state, you don't have the same rights as the citizen. You don't get the same benefits as the citizen. So when you're a cop and you quite obviously arrest someone for DUI without evidence of a DUI, well, due process is satisfied because it's all in the evidence for the case against the driver.
Mm-hmm.
All that evidence has already been presented in front of a court. So if the judge sees what happened and there's no denying it, which in this particular case, that seems to be what's happening, then the judge ought to have the authority to decertify on the spot.
Oh, I think that I think as a result of, even a civil trial, yeah, I think if it's part of a legal proceeding, and I would include in that if it goes to trial against the person accused of drunk driving and comes out as a result of that, the legal determination that the cop violated the person's rights, decertify for life. You come through a civil case like this, the end of the trial, the cops violated the person's civil rights, decertify for life.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the trial against the defendant in the criminal case, the alleged DUI driver, that's due process. If we haven't a system of due process where the cop is found to be either corrupt or incompetent or whatever nickname we want to give it. Decertify that fucker. It doesn't matter if the cop isn't the defendant. If the
Well,
cop
the thing,
prosecution for the witness, decertify that fucker for life. In fact, take it a step further. Not only are they prevented from being law enforcement, they can no longer hold any office of public trust or profit.
oh, I'm all for any for cause removal from any form of public office or service as a lifetime ban from future service. I am always and forever on board with that. I don't care if you get fired for cause for being the dog catcher.
Right, exactly. Or the school janitor.
Or the school janitor. If you held a position of public employment, public trust, and got yourself fired for cause, never again.
Yep.
And that's a double down for me here in Michigan, where every state employee at every level, down to the dog catcher's secretary, has the same oath of office as the governor.
Yep.
And if they violate that and demonstrably can be shown to have demonstrably violated that in any way, shape, or form, they should never be allowed to take another job that has that same oath.
Well, that's where I twist a little, because I think it depends on the severity of the
crime in question,
violation. And like with this cop in particular that we're talking about, that can only be intent.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's nothing that no, he can't accidentally not read a 0.00 equalizer.
No, I was going to double down on the intent thing, and this cop has gotten awards for the number of DUI arrests and everything.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he accounts for like 75 to 85% of that county's DUI arrests.
Right.
Most of the DUI money that municipality gets, he's the source of.
Right. Furthermore, if I'm not mistaken about which case this is, they went and reviewed a bunch of his arrests and they all used the same language.
Yeah.
I don't recall that, but I do know that he arrested several other people for DUI the same night who all also blew zeros on the breathalyzer.
Yeah.
He sounds like
which is also this is how bad the case is for the cops and the city and the police department and everything. They have gone out of their way to try and keep their own reports out of the trial. They're like,
"Yep,
Judge, we want these kept out because they're too bad for us. Our own police reports and investigative reports are too prejudicial to us. If the jury hears them, they're going to convict."
Yep, they will.
And I'm like, all the more reason for them to have it. If your own investigative reports tell you you're that far in the wrong and you've done nothing to correct it, you deserve a quick trial loss.
Not only that, the entire department needs to be investigated now.
Yeah.
I mean, just based on that request from the defense, that whole department needs to be investigated.
Well, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My God, I'm tired of this shit.
You ain't the only one.
My issue is this shit's gonna pop off one day, and it's gonna be open season on cops. That's not gonna be good for anybody.
No,
but the cops just keep fucking pushing. What's that?
Said no, it's not, but it's going to be understandable.
Oh, absolutely, it is.
Okay, another thing that I saw today that I'd be interested in your take on. all the laws about resisting arrest.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. The proposal would for universal replacement and amending of those laws to specify, to require, one, that it be a lawful and constitutional arrest and be a perfect defense against charges that the arrest was in any way unlawful or unconstitutional. And two,
oh, okay.
Hmm?
I'm saying
And
if I understand what you're saying, right, I'm okay with that provision.
yeah, basically saying you can criminalize resisting a legal arrest, but if you're charged with resisting arrest, demonstrating that the arrest was unconstitutional and illegal is a perfect defense.
Yeah, I agree with that. Regardless of how extreme that resistance is, by the way.
Well, yeah, because if you're dealing with an unconstitutional illegal arrest, you're dealing with essentially an attempted kidnapping or successful kidnapping. And any state that's got reasonable self-defense laws says you can use lethal force to protect yourself from being kidnapped too.
Yep. What was your second?
I don't remember the other part of it. I'd have to go looking.
Fire.
But I'm completely on board with that, and here's why. The Free State Clause. This is a perfect time for me to bring up the Free State Clause. The Second Amendment reads, and this is the only place we hear the words free state, by the way. A well-regulated militia necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That has the concept of America being a free state built in. The Second Amendment is there so that people may protect themselves by whatever they have at their disposal from tyranny. That is exactly what it's there for. When the police try to arrest you without a legal reason to do so, that is an act of tyranny. Therefore, you have the right to draw blood, as far as I'm concerned. Some would even say the responsibility to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
well, I would point out that
how do you keep a free society free? You don't do it by playing nice.
You arm them.
I would point out that in context, certain laws against certain actions against the government can't stand up because the very framework of the Constitution is built on the principles of the Declaration of Independence, and the very framework and basis of the Declaration of Independence is if the government ceases in its legitimate role and encroaches into territories of abusing its citizens and going outside its authority and all that stuff, it is not just the right, it is the obligation of the citizens to cast off that government and replace it.
Yes, it is.
And so you get to the point, it's like, we're not talking about if the government goes, too far the wrong direction, it's kind of okay for us to resist it. Our own founding documents say it's our duty to.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Not simply to resist, but to eradicate and replace. This is what I mean when I utter the phrase "someone needs a reminder." When I get onto the political things about abuses of government power and authorities and all that stuff, when I say someone needs a reminder, I'm saying that the tree of liberty needs nourishment.
It always does.
Yes, it does. It's Superman said it best. It's a never-ending battle. Just when you think you've secured liberty, you haven't begun.
Mm-hmm.
In order for liberty to remain secure, It requires a constant state of vigilance. It requires to keep your eyes on your government.
Yes, it
and
does.
to
Always
look for and
point out, recognize.
yeah, you have to discriminate
where
between
things
that
fit.
which is true and that which is bullshit. With government, almost
Yep.
everything is bullshit at this point.
Oh, here's the other part of that one is that the ever resisting statute needs to be restructured to only resisting arrest, not just resisting some non-specified action by law enforcement or non-compliance with whatever they say. They didn't
Right.
answer my question. They're resisting, they're obstructing or anything. Has to be restructured to specifically this is a physical resistance, and then have as a perfect defense that the arrest was illegal or unconstitutional.
Yes. And you know what? Telling them that you'll defend yourself against tyranny, that's not a threat. That should not be considered a threat as far as it's not a threat to life. It's telling you that if you cross a line, well,
Well, you see,
doing.
there's your problem, Tyr, or not Tyr.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Wow.
I did not mean to insult you. So there's your
No,
problem.
I'm
which
the
is
shorter one.
I'm the darker one.
It is.
Yes,
a
we know you're
threat.
dark.
It is a threat specifically because they are tyrants.
Well, yes, it is a threat, but it's not a threat to someone who's peaceful, is it? It's not a threat to someone who's not breaking the law. And the
Well, you
court
just ruled
and,
say
no, the
you
courts
just ruled
and the
out cops twice
legislatures.
now.
The courts and the legislatures should not be allowed to criminalize that particular threat, because that is a legitimate threat. You violate my rights. Well, that's a war you started, motherfucker.
It's not a threat, it's consequences.
Right. It shouldn't be viewed by the system as a threat. It should be viewed as a fact. And therefore legal.
Yep. No person who lives and breathes, works, and does anything in the United States should not fear its government. The government should fear its people every fucking time.
I don't necessarily think the government should fear the people. I think the government should respect the people.
Yes,
and if it
it
takes
should be
fear
a
to get that
partnership.
respect, then so be it.
Well, that's my point.
Yeah, I know. I just want to make that clear. I don't think it should be I don't think the government should be in a constant state of fear, but they'd better damn well respect us or else.
That's fear.
No, it's not. It's not fear. It's not even a
If they
threat.
fear it, then
It's not even a threat. Government has to be held accountable. They can't just
Oh,
go
you're
off and
right.
do whatever the fuck they want to do. And we have to have a means for the people to hold them accountable, because the legislatures won't, the judicial system won't, the executive branch certainly won't, much to their as much as they like to claim otherwise. These branches of government do not do anything to actually protect the people of the nation. They don't care. Well, if they're going to behave in that way, then we have to treat them the way they're behaving. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to get violent. It doesn't mean you have to break laws. I've said it before.
True.
Be smart. Don't let them eat at your restaurant. Don't let them shop at your clothing store. Kick them out of your grocery store.
Don't associate with them.
because they were trying that same shit to us back in 2020.
Yes.
If anybody remembers that bullshit with fucking
COVID.
what's her, not just COVID, but like it was what's her fucking she was the mayor of Chicago at the time.
Lori Lightfoot.
Ah, yeah.
Lightfoot, yeah, that's right. Yeah, remember that bitch?
Oh yeah.
I tried not to, but
She was doing that shit. She was telling people to kick people who have MAGA hats out of your restaurants, take it to the streets, fight these people, like shit like that.
Yeah, shit like that. See, I'm not even saying that. I'm not talking about attacking fellow citizens based on their political leanings. I'm talking about keeping the government in check. Our
No, I know
system of
what you're
checks
talking
and
about.
balances has failed.
It has. It's been failed.
It has utterly failed, man. So we have to do it ourselves. We have to stop. That's the one thing the American people. This is why I hate the dumbing down of our education system. We've been conned into
no, me
believing
too.
that we have to beg the government to do the right thing. And
We
people,
shouldn't have to. We should never have to.
right. And what is the right thing? Someone's going to say. Well, read the fucking Bill of Rights for a start, dick nose. Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Maybe that'd be a good place for you to start figuring out what the right thing is. Ass clown.
Dick Weasel.
I got off in the weeds here a bit.
You're good.
But it's we have to realize that we have the power to do certain things that don't require violence, that don't require breaking laws. If the cops in your jurisdiction are engaging in tyranny, don't let them eat at your restaurant. Put up signs. If you don't want to do the whole department, specify. Government does not have the same rights as the people.
No, they don't.
They
In
have
fact,
fewer.
they're actually they are held to a higher standard. And it should be held to a higher standard because they are the government. We fucking employed these motherfuckers.
Right. You depend on us, motherfuckers. It's time
I've been saying this shit for years.
Well, so have I.
I barely got into politics.
So have I. It's one of the problems I have with our education system is that no one cares to really do anything about it. I mean, on a personal level, it's up to us to talk to each other and to educate each other. It's like, hey, you know that the First Amendment has 5 different things in it that it guarantees? We have to inform people of this shit.
Mm-hmm. Either that or people do know this shit. They just refuse to do anything about it because they're too secure in what they've voted for to actually do anything.
Well, not just that, they're intellectually lazy. So they believe what the blue people and the red people say. Or they're intellectually weak, which is a different thing. So they believe everything they say. And there's a pattern of behavior there too. They believe the first thing they hear and they treat everything else like an excuse.
Like, okay, and this is also going to be a light segue here to what we're also talking about. Chud the Builder. I think everybody knows who this fucking retard is, right?
I recognize the name, but that's about it.
So Chud the Builder has
racist.
like a bunch of. He's a racist, but that's not entirely the point. He has a whole bunch of followers, a whole bunch of sycophants online that believe that what he says and what he's doing is all freedom of speech. That's exactly. They claim that he's fighting for freedom of speech.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Wait a minute. All right, listen. He can say whatever the hell he wants to say, and I do honestly believe that. I don't have to agree. Hold on. I don't have to agree with the KKK, but I will defend their right to say their heinous shit. I will defend it to my death. I don't have to agree with it, but what he did, what Chud the Builder did, it
went from beyond just freedom of speech to actually premeditated attack.
Yeah,
that's what he did.
Except that the evidence that's come out more than just strongly suggests he did not initiate an attack.
Even if he did initiate the attack,
it could be self. All right, well then if that's the case, then it is a case of self-defense.
Wait. Are you saying it's a premeditated self-defense?
He went there with intent to do something. We all know that. But the thing that he did was he was antagonizing someone.
Okay, hang on. Leaving out all the cult of personality shit and the internet lore. Tell me the facts of what happened in chronological order.
Okay. Well,
Okay, so he does have a history of race-based provocation, among other things. He also has a history of defending himself with pepper spray if attacked. Where he was more or less outside a courthouse. He was there on a civil hearing related to monies that he doesn't have. The other person was there on another case and apparently has a history of posts saying, "I want to meet Chud because I want to kick his butt." To be overplay, he really wanted to do Chud hard. Now, hard to say. The best story right now is that Chud went over to talk to him, was told to leave. He left. He walked away. And then this guy went after him and was like, "I got PTSD and basically don't start anything as gonna kick your butt." And then started attacking Chud. Got him in a headlock, and after which point Chud reached for a weapon. The pepper spray that he normally carried had been seized by the police a few weeks earlier. The weapon that he had on him was his firearm, and he shot. When you look even at the probable cause statement by the police, they make some conclusory statements like this is murder and everything, but you go step by step through the different things that they allege happened. They do not actually allege that any of the things he did were by themselves illegal. And they use a lot of passive. A fight broke out. Okay, who started the fight? The guy that got shot seems to be the most likely explanation from all the other reports. But they're trying to make a case of basically Chud had said racist stuff to other people at another time, so he must have this time. No, that's a fact not in evidence. All the evidence as presented so far is that he was unjustly aggressed upon and attacked while trying to retreat.
Then
that's where it's sitting right now.
Okay.
Everything right now specific to this case, if you're not judging him on the basis of he said bad things to other people, so he must have said bad things to this person, there is nothing that suggests he actually said anything provocative to this guy at all. None of the witness statements suggest he said anything provocative to this guy at all. None of the witness statements suggest that he started the fight at all. He walked away and was chased. He walked away and was attacked. That is self-defense. Now, as things progress, new information could come out that changes the calculus. Entirely possible. Where it lies right now, the cops have the weakest probable cause affidavit that has ever existed for the prosecution. And everything that they're presenting is completely consistent with a claim of self-defense. All the evidence that has been described as far as testimony of other people is completely consistent with self-defense. And the circumstances as described justify self-defense. It seems pretty solid right now. Despite this, he was also given he was given a bond higher than people who were actually accused with premeditated murder and rape of children.
Jesus.
The closest comparable charges in the area had bonds ranging from 1/10 to 1/20th the bond he was given. Is bail as punishment, not bail as a trying to make sure you appear. It was bail as a punishment. It's a messed up situation.
Yeah, sounds like it.
This is the other thing is when prosecutors overcharge, strip them of their certification ad infinitum.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean, all of this stuff just points to me, just tells me that the state cannot conduct its business legitimately.
No.
Yeah, and I've got a very specific reason for my feelings on prosecutors overcharging, and I am absolutely there. Prosecutors will deliberately overcharge to get a plea deal to charges they can't prove.
Right. Exactly.
Including on crimes they can't demonstrate happened. We can't prove a crime even happened, but we're going to overcharge so that with the hopes that you will plea it down. To frighten you into pleading down. And what we're charging is something we can't possibly prove because elements of the crime do not exist.
Exactly.
Like say this particular crime, the definition elements of the crime include you have to be taking action at a bank. The actions in question happen in a park, and we can't even prove that the actions there were illegal, but we're going to charge you with the level of the crime that requires having happened in a bank, hoping you're going to plead down to one that fits a park. I have seen personally prosecutors do that and threaten to pursue the maximum punishment, the maximum sentence for a charge they know by definition doesn't fit. A charge that if it actually got past the probable cause hearing to putting the case forward, the defense could literally say, we're moving to have the charges dismissed on the basis of they don't apply. Even granting the evidence that the prosecution is claiming as absolutely true in every single detail, it doesn't fit the elements of this crime. We move to dismiss and have it thrown out. Because the goal is not to have it taken to trial and win. The goal is to get a quick plea to a lesser charge and get it off their docket and a win at the same time because prosecutors are politicians.
Yep.
And the wins make them look and they think the wins make them look good.
Yes, they do. They are wrong.
Which should not be, but
the right kind of wins make them look good.
Yes.
These are actual demonstrable criminals, and we showed using the correct process and procedures in an ethical way that the person we accused was beyond a reasonable doubt guilty of the crimes that we were specifically charging. Those wins make you look good. We had we had 300 plea deals this year because we threatened people, we threatened to put people in jail for the rest of their life for stuff they couldn't have possibly done. That doesn't make you look good.
No, it doesn't.
No, it don't.
And again, this is why it's important to have a populace who understands things like the Bill of Rights.
Yep.
And I mean in like a greater, broader context. Now, I have said before that I do not like the notion of politicians, government employees, etc., interpreting the written word of the Constitution. Because I think that
I fucking hate that too.
The people who wrote it went back and forth for years to get that shit right. They chose the words they wanted, and those words are meant to say what they actually say. However, if we are going to err when it comes to interpreting such documents, if we're erring on the side of tyranny, we are wrong. Err on the side of liberty, and you will never be wrong. Yes, it is better for one guilty man to go free than for 100 to be locked up. Absolutely, it is. If you can't do the job within the boundaries established in the Bill of Rights, you're fucking fired. Get out.
Yep.
Never come back. Give me your ID card. We're going to shred it and then burn the remains. Stay the fuck out of this business. You don't belong. How many different ways do we have to fucking say it?
How many
Probably a
times
few
can I tell
more.
you this, old man?
What's that?
How many times must I tell you the same thing, old man?
What?
No, that's
It's I want you to think, Mark. Think.
it's a SpongeBob
It's a
reference.
meme,
Yes.
Ah,
but you didn't start with the meme.
yeah,
Yep.
I'm not familiar with SpongeBob. I'm an adult.
I'm an adult too, but I know the damn meme.
I'm an older adult than you.
He's old enough to be our dad, Tyr.
No, he's not.
Fuck's sake.
He's not old enough to be my father.
Say,
Right, yes.
Mitch
Oh,
is
God,
an
I
adult,
almost
you're
said it,
an
dear.
adult.
All right, hold
Dear,
on.
I almost
Zed
leaned on the
Thesnarchy
joke.
says. He's trying to quote a meme. Don't
Oh
Oh my
mind
God,
him.
I almost did it. I almost
Wait a minute,
suggested that you don't even know your father.
I do. And hold on. Let me
Barely.
shut the fuck up.
Here,
I know
here's going to get
motherfucker-
pictures.
Hold on. Let me explain. First off, Mitch is old enough to have fathered a child my age. He's not old enough to be my father. When my father died, he was 73.
Doesn't matter.
Shut the fuck up!
Semantics you're arguing.
I'm not arguing semantics. I'm arguing facts. When my father died, he was 73. Mitch is old enough to father a child my age. Yes, he is not old enough to be my father.
Say the man that your mom says is your father.
Shut the fuck up!
We know your history.
Motherfuckers, I know who my father is.
Hey, like I said, I almost went
Like
into
I
that
said,
joke. I didn't
barely.
actually go into
No,
it.
they're not barely in. All right, serious time right now. I know who my father is, and I do get a little defensive when we discuss him, because as much as I dislike him at some times of the year, he was there.
At least you know who he is.
I do know he is, and he was there. You know, I dislike him sometimes, just sometimes of the year, you know. And
Daytime and nighttime?
Sometimes. Not all the time.
daytime and nighttime, yes. No, I've shown y'all a picture of me and my father. No, I
I was
haven't.
going to bring up the picture.
So
We called it.
I knew it was coming.
it's
Welcome to live streaming, America.
hold on, you dirty sons of bitches.
The first black man to know his father.
I'm sorry, Joe, but it's the only
God
kind of
damn
son of a
it!
bitch.
All right,
It's the
enough
only
with the
kind of son
fucking
of a
joke.
bitch I know how to be.
I had to get that one out.
That's what I said the last time I had the shits.
Nice.
They have a lot of poop-related humor this week.
Indeed,
It's
it
been
is.
a
That
shitty
actually
week.
wouldn't work as a whole thing. Call the whole like he's the first
Zed
one to know his
Thesnarchy
father. There have
says.
been many black
Oh
men
God.
know their fathers.
I'm
They're
thinking the
usually
joke.
not.
It's
I was say, but they're usually not in prison.
true.
I know.
Wait,
I
the
have-
fathers or the
Oh wait,
kids?
is that why Tyr
Both.
isn't in prison?
All of you, I'm gonna destroy you all. Gonna eat all
Tyr's
your
father is
faces.
actually white.
No, Tyr knew his father, and his father wasn't in prison, and also Tyr isn't in prison.
My father was.
You guys are
the
trying to
minister-
draw into shit that's not there.
We
the-
have to
and
give him a participation trophy award.
And the words of Scribelight, you're trying to read between the lines of a cookbook.
It's a spiral notebook at that point.
So
I said cookbook.
Zed
books are
Thesnarchy
spiral.
says. I'd better go so there's one less witness for the eventual murder. Night.
night Zed.
Take
So
it easy,
I
Zed.
got that.
I spent my entire life denying the fact that I was this man's child.
Ah.
hold on, because there's a good story behind this. And because I was the other woman's child. My existence broke up his marriage. You know, he fucked around.
See what you've done. Sorry.
And this is a picture. This is an old picture of me. But I want to show you two pictures. If you go to our Discord, you know what? You're not in there, so I can't put that there. So I'm gonna go to.
Hi, Jen.
Yo, Jen. I'm going to put it in pictures. Two pictures.
Just share it on screen on the stream so everyone can see what you're talking about, man.
I don't want people seeing my hideous visage.
Oh, okay. Well, there is that.
You can try to.
TMaxi says.
Here's like, how dare you agree with me?
Say it's not the first time you stuck your face on the screen.
I don't want to stuck. This. All right. So this the picture.
Maxi says. Hi Tyr. Hi
So,
Mitch.
The picture on the right is my father when he was about 19 and he just went to the military. He just got into the Air Force. And I spent my entire life denying this man.
Just so it means that you're a bad son.
No, it gets worse. All right, so of all my father's children,
Are you on the left? I know he's on the right. Are you on the left here?
Yes, that's me on the right in front of the
And
Taurus.
you and I have no. So you and I have similarities. Like we look a lot like our fathers when they were in the military. We're just bigger.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And I mean bigger in waist because the difference with my dad was when he was in the military, that fucker was a human V.
Damn, my father was a rake. But what I was trying to say is, fuck. Of all his children, of all the children he had, he had 6. He had 5 by his original wife, and then he had me.
I was hoping for double digits.
Nah. I'm the only one to favor him.
Huh.
And that was my dad.
Yeah, I'm the only one to
I
favor.
look nothing like him.
We don't know what the fuck you look like, so.
You actually haven't seen one of me?
I've only seen. Well, I've seen Mitch, I've seen Will, and I've seen Rodden.
You've seen me?
Yeah, remember you showed us the picture, the picture you doing the fire eating, and then you showed us what you look like when you were Jeff the puppet.
Did I showed you the one with the coat?
Huh?
Did I show you the one with the coat?
I don't think you showed us the one with the coat.
And the fire eating doesn't really show you a lot of detail on me, so.
But we did see you when we were Jeff the puppet from Saw.
Oh yeah, Billy.
When I was working at 7-Eleven.
You got a cowboy hat. I instantly disowned you.
I was just trying it on. I was
Lies.
I do not own a cowboy hat.
See,
in my life.
I had a hat. Well, it was a little dissimilar to that. It was a suede cowboy hat from Australia to go with my duster.
If memory serves me correctly.
If I'm gonna have a hat, I want me a.
I can see you in a cowboy hat, Tyr.
I don't. Oh, why did I get a cowboy hat?
He's not Darius Rucker, for Christ's sake.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Damn.
And Hootie and the Blowfish.
Or a peaky hat.
And he's not Cowboy Troy.
I'm hungry.
All right. Yeah, it's about time, and I have work in the AM. Thank God I have a doctor's appointment Wednesday because I don't have to fucking go into work. Woo!
Easy.
Here, peeked out again.
Sorry, I don't want to go to work Wednesday, so I got a doctor's appointment.
I have to work. I do have to work at 2 o'clock tomorrow. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for coming out and listening to our insanity. I blame Mitch.
Smell a fart.
See, there you
I
go
blame
again.
Tyr.
Yeah, what?
I said I blame you.
I blame. All right, then let's blame Carl. Can we all agree that it was Carl's fault?
I came in late, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Farts.
Good night,
Here
everyone.
before Tyr was
All right.
for once.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get out of here. Thank you for coming out. Say goodbye.
Later, folks.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, all.
At all.
All right.
Closing time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. Take me home. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.